Three. Hello, everyone. We are group four here today explaining module two, understanding how people change. My name is Jewel White, and then here we have Mashita and Christy. And okay, we'll get into it. Sorry. Okay, addiction. What is an addiction? The term has developed over the years and has now expanded to include any substance use or reinforcing behavior that has an appetitive nature, has a compulsive and repetitive quality, is self-destructive, and is experienced as difficult to stop or difficult to modify. So, when identifying an addiction, it has three key parts known as critical dimensions. One, a deeply ingrained problematic pattern of pleasurable behavior. Two, a physical and mental dependence on that behavior. And three, a strong impact on a person's life, making it hard to change. Then there's dependence, which is necessary and also a critical dimension to find and identify an addiction. And dependence is defined as needing a behavior or its effects, struggling to control it, and continuing it even when it causes problems. Then there are reinforcers that engage that in addictive behavior, and reinforcers are both physiological and psychological because they combine to create a strong reward system that hinders the awareness of negative consequences of an addictive behavior, which is part of why it's so difficult to stop. And then there are the models of change, and every model of change proposes a way of understanding addiction or a specific addictive behavior that focuses on how they develop. The most prominent explanatory models include one, a social environment model, which views addiction as shaped by society, peer pressure, policies, access, and family influences. Two, genetic and physiological models. The role of genetics in addiction may be prevalent in the development. Three, personality and intrapsychic models. Addictive behaviors are often seen as a sign of deeper personal conflicts or personality disorders. For coping and social learning modules, addictions are often considered the result of poor or inadequate coping mechanisms. Five, conditioning and reinforcement behavior models. Each substance of abuse affects reinforced use, explaining both subtle physiological changes and strong drug-seeking behavior. Six, compulsive excessive behavior model. The behavior is out of the individual's control when difficulty modify or stop the addictive behavior and appears trying to satisfy a psychological, conflict or need. And then finally, seven, integrative biopsychosocial model. An addiction is best understood as the result of multiple factors that influence the behaviors. And finally, the most known model of change behavior model is the trans-theoretical model, which we've heard a lot about. And it was developed to integrate the fragmented approaches to behavior change. And it's originated from studies on how people quit smoking and is applied to a lot of other various behaviors. And I'll turn the time over to Mashita to explain the TTM.
Okay, so I'll go with stages of changes. Um, Behavioral change doesn't happen overnight. It happens in stages, and those stages are the TTMs that I will explain below. So the pre-contemplation is when the person is not yet thinking about change. For example, a person smokes daily but dismisses healthy warnings, believing they don't need to quit. The second one is contemplation. This is when they start considering change but are uncertain. For example, a person struggling with unhealthy eating habits acknowledges they should eat healthier but feels unsure about giving up their favorite food. The third one is preparation. This is when they plan and set goals for a change. For example, a person decides to quit smoking, researches for methods and set a quit date. The fourth one is action. This is when they actively modify their behavior. When a person starts exercising regularly, follows a healthy diet to lose weight. The last one is maintenance. This is when they sustain the new behavior overnight. For example, a person quit smoking 6 months ago, continues avoiding cigarettes, and uses coping strategies to prevent relapse. So, understanding the stages help tell intervention to where a person is in their change journey. The next is the process of change. The process of change are a mechanism that helps people move through the stages. A process of change are strategies that help individual transition from one stage to another. These are divided into two categories. The first one is the cognitive process, and these are psychological change like increasing awareness, for example, consciousness rising, and emotional roles. The second one is behavioral process, an action taken to support change, like avoiding triggers and seeking social support. And for example, a smoker trying to quit might first educate themselves about healthy risk, which are conjunctives, and later remove cigarettes from their environment, which are behavioral. And I'll be talking about makers of change. So there are two key indicators of progress in the TTM, like decisional balance that weighs the process, that weighs the pros, and the cons of changing behavior. Self-efficiency is the person's ability to change. So if someone believes they can succeed and see more benefit than drawbacks, they are more likely to progress through these stages. The next one I'll be talking about context of change. So I'm going to highlight external factors influencing behavioral change. Behavioral change doesn't happen in isolation. Life circumstances and environment plays a major role. Uh, so the context of change includes personal beliefs and attitudes, like how people view their behavior. And the second one is interpersonal relationship, which is the support from family and friends. And the third one is social systems, which are the community norms and policies. The fourth one is current life situation, which is stresses, financial stability, and emotional health. For example, a person trying to quit drinking may struggle more if their social circle encourages alcohol use. I'll pass this to Christy.
Change is a gradual process that unfolds in the distinct stages. It typically begins with recognizing the need for change, followed by preparation and planning. This leads to the implementation of new behaviors and strategies, which require effort and persistence. Finally, the change is sustained through reinforcement and an adaptation, ensuring long-term success. Each stage builds on the previous one, highlighting the importance of patience and commitment through the process. Progression through the stages of change involves completing specific tasks and employing targeted strategies. Each stage requires distinct actions, such as building awareness, setting goals, developing skills, or maintaining new behaviors. Strategies like planning, seeking support, self-monitoring, and helping navigate challenges to ensure steady process. These focused efforts enable individuals to move effectively from one stage to the next. Success relies on a combination of internal motivation and external support. The internal motivation drives commitment and persistence, while external support, such as guidance, encouragement, and resources, provides reinforcement and accountability. Together, these factors create a foundation for achieving and sustaining meaningful change. In conclusion, The TTM offers structured and comprehensive framework to facilitate intentional behavior change. It is widely applied in health promotion, therapy, and addiction treatment, making it a valuable tool for guiding individuals through the change process. By understanding the stages of change, utilizing appropriate processes of change that increase understanding and motivation, and behavioral processes that promote action and stability, then we consider and then by considering the context in which changes occur, interventions can be tailored to meet the individual's needs and significantly improve their effectiveness and success for the change. Thank you very much. I hope you all learned something valuable. That was crazy.